What's going on, Shiny Crew? I'm the SilverSlasher, and welcome to SilverDex, a show in which you, the viewers, vote for a Pokemon to be analyzed, explained, and improved. Be sure to slash that like button if you enjoy, and stick around until the end of the episode to vote for next week's Pokemon. The mouse Pokemon Raticate is the normal type Route 1 Vermin from Generation 1, Pokemon Red, Green, and Blue, and is number 20 in the National Dex. A Pokedex entry for this Pokemon reads, Raticate's sturdy fangs grow steadily. To keep them ground down, it gnaws on rocks and logs. It may even chew on the walls of houses. Raticate has 3 possible abilities, being Runaway, which allows you to run from any wild battle without fail, Guts, which boosts physical attack by 50% when the Pokemon has a status condition, and Hustle, which raises the power of physical attacks by 50% but lowers their accuracy by 20%. This Pokemon stands at 2 foot 4 inches or 0.7 meters tall and weighs 40.8 pounds or 18.5 kilograms. It is only in the Field Egg group and gives 2 speed EVs when defeated. Being a pure normal type, Raticate is weak to fighting and cannot be hit by ghost type attacks. All other 16 types deal neutral damage. Raticate's stats are not the best, but as it is a Route 1 Vermin, that's to be expected. It has 55 HP, 81 attack, 60 defense, 50 special attack, 70 special defense, and 97 speed, at a stat total of 413. Its speed is decent, but all of its other stats, including its physical attack, are pretty bad, but we'll get to that in a bit. A good competitive set for Raticate is a Jolly Flame Orb set with the Guts ability, 252 EVs in attack, 4 in defense, and 252 in speed. Run Swords Dance to boost physical attack, Facade for stab, Crunch for coverage, and U-turn to deal damage on a switch. A lot of people choose to run Sucker Punch instead of Crunch, but I feel that with the extra speed from its nature and EVs, it's mostly unnecessary. Also, Sucker Punch limits you to attacking when the opponent is going to, and if your opponent is attacking Raticate, they're likely going to knock it out in one hit due to its poor stats and lack of resistances. I feel that giving Raticate a Mega Evolution would not be worth it, as it would put him at a measly stat total of 513, which is not nearly enough for a Mega in my opinion. Instead, I think it should get a normal evolution. What should it be called? Oh, I'm really proud of this one. Eviscerat. Seeing as Raticate is a combination of rat and eradicate, I thought this was a pretty brilliant and hilarious name. One thing I've done to accommodate this new name is add the Dark type to Raticate, which I think would be extremely useful. Also, I changed the evolutionary line's description to the rat Pokemon, because come on, they're rats, not mice. I almost threw a joke about Raticate the mouse Pokemon there at the beginning, but I resisted the urge. A Pokedex entry for Eviscerat could read, this Pokemon's fangs are unbreakable. Untamed Eviscerat are despised by construction workers because they often chew through steel beams. Since it's an evolution, the abilities would be the same, but that's fine. A lot of people want this Pokemon to get Strong Jaw, but I feel like that wouldn't help as much as it wants, and we might as well be creative, right? I imagine it would be a little bigger than Raticate at 2 foot 10 inches or 0.9 meters tall, and weigh 47.4 pounds or 21.5 kilograms. I think having Raticate evolve at around level 35 would be acceptable, since that's about the time in the game that it becomes less powerful and useful, and also leaves with a Rattata and Raticate for around the same amount of time. Type matchups for Eviscerat would still have many neutral damaging types, but would have an extra immunity and 1 resistance. Dark moves would be resisted, Fighting Fairy and Bug moves would be super effective, and Ghost and Psychic moves would do no damage. The other 12 types would deal neutral damage. Since it's not a Mega, it can receive more than a boost of 100 to its stats, so I gave it 107. Look, I don't think a Route 1 Vermin should have a higher base stat total than Bisharp, and this is already 30 more than that. It wouldn't make much sense for him to be that powerful, but I still want him to be able to hold his own. Boosts were given to all of its stats, leaving it with 70 HP, 115 attack, 75 defense, 55 special attack, 80 special defense, and 125 speed, at a stat total of 520. This stat spread sounds great for what the Pokemon is, giving it more bulk, but most importantly raising its attack and speed. 125 speed puts it in the top 25 fastest Pokemon ever, and ahead of some recognizable speedsters like Greninja. And 115 attack is nothing to laugh at either, especially when given something such as a Guts boost. Speaking of that, the set I'd run for Eviscerat would be the exact same as before. I know this is a little unoriginal using the same thing, but I feel like that's what Eviscerat would kind of stand for. It's just Raticate, but better. Eviscerat would be a solid evolution that I'd expect to see a lot more than regular Raticate, and that's okay. As a Route 1 Vermin, this evolution would be perfect. Thanks for watching this episode of SilverDex. If you enjoyed, be sure to slash that like button and vote for the Pokemon you want to see next in the comments below. Your choices are Raichu, Arbok, and Durant. This has been the Silver Slasher Wade Silver, and I'll see you all next time on SilverDex.